video. Don't get me wrong, I'm religious and things like that. I believe in Jesus and everything like that. One thing I have to pick with this topic, right? So, people who go to church and stuff like that, right? I understand that you can go to church and believe what you want to believe and stuff like that, right? But I don't think that Jesus would like you to continue to give money to the church house, right? Or the church, right? Listen to this, right? So, some preachers take the money and spend it on themselves. They don't spend it on the community or what's good in the world, right? If you see these preachers and they live in 2 times or more better than you are, it means they spend it on themselves. They're not taking it to go help out the people who's homeless or people who needs or anything like that. They're not doing that. Some preachers will actually do that. Some, maybe like 1% out of all the preachers, right? So this topic right here, when you go to church, it's okay for the preacher to preach and stuff like that. Just to go there to preach and stuff like that and listen to God's word, right? The only thing I don't like about going to church is when the preacher brings out a hat so you can donate. It's not for the good cause, it's for the cause of them. Just listen to that. The cause of them. So they can live better than you guys. Hear that? So when I heard that and I started seeing all these preachers getting rich and having mansions and stuff like that, big cars and stuff like that, I'm okay if a preacher who has his own business and making that income for himself and doing the stuff he wants to do with his business, right? Buy houses, luxury stuff. That is okay. Taking the not the funds, but kind of like the funds when they tell the people to donate and stuff like that. They're using that money to be richer. Like I said, to be richer, to be successful as If I was a preacher, when I heard that, I was thinking, let's be a preacher, I can scam the other people like that, right? That's what they're doing. Preachers are scammers. The biggest scammers in the world. Like I said, in the world. The world, right? Preachers become preachers, not because they want to talk about the Word of God. Some would do that, the Word of God and what He stands for and what He died off the cross and stuff like that. Some of these preachers are scammers. They put out this big bowl or hat so you could donate money, thinking that you're helping the church and building the society. That is wrong, because they're not trying to build the society. They're trying to build their pockets to make them bigger, better, richer, whatever you want to say. People is kind of naive when they go to church. They think they're giving the money to the church, not the preacher, the church. And sometimes when people donate to the church, clothes, furniture, and stuff like that, right? Sometimes the people who they get donated, the stuff where they get donated, they go back and sell it for some profits, money. This video is gonna make people mad, because they don't want to hear about people, these preachers, not people, these preachers scamming the world. See how many churches is out there? It's a lot, right? It's a lot of churches. You can be Christian and believe in Jesus and you stay at your house and pray at your house. Get a Bible, pray, Jesus, he'll understand. He don't really care if you go to church or don't go to church as long as you believe in him. That is the key of the whole thing, right? If you want to donate to a cause. Donate to the people who's sick. Donate to homeless people. People who just lost their house from the hurricane or tsunami or anything. You can donate to that. Or go help out the what's that called? The food drive or something like that. You feed the homeless and stuff like that. You can do that as well. There's so much things you can do. If you want to donate your money, do those kind of causes. Don't continue paying the preacher. What are you paying the preacher for? To talk? You can have anybody talk and pay them. That's the problem. If you're going there to hear the word of God and not feel uncomfortable when they bring out hats or something like that and say, donate to this person, or donates, we'll help the community and stuff like that. They're liars. Scams and liars. The whole thing. Those two go together. Scamming and lying goes together. It's like robbing the innocents, but the poor as well. That's what I have against these preachers. At one point, I did want to be a preacher to do that kind of thing, but then I was like, that's wrong, you're, what's that called? Prey on the poor and the weak. If you wanted to say, donate to me because of these causes, that's what the preacher should say. Just don't say that it's for the community or for the greater good, helping this person, in which you're lying. And a lot of preachers get so much money and it wrapped around them, and they start to steal, continue to steal. People is kind of naive and kind of weak-minded, and it's easy to prey on the innocent or the weak, just like a bully, So this video is super long and is about the preacher preying on the poor, type stuff, That's what I have against them, I don't know if you guys have against them because of certain kind of things, but see this, right? So, say that you living in the ghetto, right? And you're giving your money to the preacher and causes and stuff like that. If you see your preacher driving around with an expensive car and he don't have any other income except that church, you already know where he's getting that money from. Okay? You already know. Don't be kind of stupid about that. He got a business and he's doing something, which you already know he don't have a business except that church. That's his only income by praying on the week and getting donations and stuff like that. The more donations you give them, the more richer they become. Okay? So, yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I do pray. And I don't give away money unless it's like to the homeless and stuff like that. That's if I wanted to give away money, right? Why would I give it to a preacher and he's going to do, God knows what he's going to do. Buy a house, buy luxury stuff like that. Okay, if you're going to take you can take some of the donations. But don't be too greedy and take the whole thing. It's like, what's wrong with you? People else gotta live, and stuff like that. But yeah. So, I think that's it. I think that covers most of it. It is a lot more things to cover, but I think this video is way too long and putting too much, not that much information on it is together. that is a lot of information, but the video is getting way too long.